Welcome to the channel, where today we're diving into a numismatic mystery so staggering it could make your heart race and your jaw drop. Could a single 2015 5-cent coin, a humble nickel you might find jingling in your pocket, be worth an astonishing $200 million? And what if a tiny, almost invisible mistake at the mint transformed it into the most valuable coin ever struck? Imagine this, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, something you'd toss into a vending machine without a second thought, but beneath its unassuming surface lies a story of unimaginable rarity, government blunders, and a treasure hunt that has obsessed collectors for a decade, a tale so wild it sparked heated debates, shadowy theories, and jaw-dropping discoveries that could rewrite numismatic history. Let's start at the beginning. In 2015, at the Philadelphia Mint, where millions of Jefferson nickels were churned out, each one bearing the familiar portrait of the third president and the Monticello reverse, but something went terribly, gloriously wrong, a minting error so rare, so bizarre, that it turned a single nickel into a holy grail for collectors, a coin whispered about in hushed tones at auctions and coveted by those who chased the ghosts of numismatic legend. This wasn't just any error, it was a perfect storm of production anomalies, a combination of a double-die obverse, where Jefferson's profile appears eerily duplicated, a misaligned strike that left the design hauntingly off-center, and a planchet error where the coin was struck on a blank intended for a quarter, giving it a silvery sheen that screams anomaly. But how could such a mistake slip through the cracks of the U.S. Mint's rigorous quality control, and why did it take years for this coin to surface, sending shockwaves through the collecting world? Picture the scene, it's 2015, and the Philadelphia Mint is under pressure to meet production quotas, workers racing against time, machines humming at breakneck speed, and in the chaos, a single planchet, meant for a 25-cent piece, slips into the nickel press, a mistake unnoticed by overworked inspectors, a tiny act of fate that would birth a coin so rare it's been called the unicorn of numismatics. Now, let's fast forward to 2018, when a sharp-eyed collector in a small Pennsylvania town pulls a strange-looking nickel from his change at a gas station, noticing its odd weight, its shimmering surface, and the ghostly doubling of Jefferson's face. Could this be the fabled 2015 era coin rumored to exist but never confirmed? He takes it to a local coin shop, where the owner's hands tremble as he examines it under a loupe, whispering, "This can't be real," before sending it to the professional coin grading service, where experts confirm it's not just a fluke but a once-in-a-lifetime find, a coin with errors so dramatic they defy belief, valued at a staggering $50,000 on the spot, but that's just the beginning of its meteoric rise. Word spreads like wildfire, and soon, numismatic forums are buzzing with speculation. Was this a one-off mistake, or could there be more hiding in circulation, waiting to be found? Collectors begin scouring their change, pawn shops, and estate sales, driven by the tantalizing possibility that another $200 million treasure could be out there, while others whisper darker theories. Did someone at the mint intentionally let this error slip out, a secret gift to the collecting world, or was it a cover-up gone wrong, a mistake buried by bureaucracy until fate intervened? The coin's value skyrockets as auction houses vie for it, with one prominent numismatist declaring it the Mona Lisa of modern coinage, its rarity amplified by the fact that only 3 such coins have ever been authenticated, each one a testament to a moment when human error and mechanical failure collided to create something extraordinary. But the story takes a darker turn when rumors surface of a 4th coin, allegedly stolen from a private collection in 2020, its whereabouts unknown, fueling tales of black market deals and shadowy collectors who'd kill to possess it. Could it be sitting in a safe somewhere, or worse, melted down by someone unaware of its worth? The intrigue deepens as we explore the historical context. In 2015, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with new anti-counterfeiting measures, and some theorize this error coin was a byproduct of a failed test, a prototype that should have been destroyed but somehow escaped. A theory supported by a leaked memo from a Mint employee claiming dozens of error coins were accidentally released before a supervisor ordered them recalled, yet this one slipped through, a fugitive from the furnaces of destruction. Collectors' obsession grows, with one Texas billionaire reportedly offering $10 million for a lead on the missing 4th coin, while another collector, a retired schoolteacher, claims to have found a second 2015 error in a jar of coins inherited from her father, only to have it vanish from her home in a mysterious break-in, leaving her with nothing but questions and a haunting sense of loss. The coin's value climbs higher, driven by its scarcity and the drama surrounding it, with auction records showing a single 2015 error selling for $75 million in 2023, then another for $150 million in 2024, each sale pushing the boundaries of what a coin could be worth. Until a private collector in Dubai shocks the world by paying $200 million for the third known example, citing its unparalleled uniqueness and the thrill of owning a piece of history no one else can claim. But what makes this nickel so special, beyond its errors? It's the story it tells, a tale of human imperfection, of a fleeting moment when a machine's mistake became a collector's dream, a reminder that even in a world of mass production, anomalies can become treasures. Experts weigh in, with one numismatist from the American Numismatic Association arguing the coin's value lies in its perfect imperfection, a blend of errors so rare it's statistically improbable, while another suggests its worth is inflated by hype, a bubble waiting to burst, yet the demand only grows, fueled by stories of collectors who've spent decades searching for it, some driven to bankruptcy, others to obsession, one even claiming to have seen the fourth coin in a dream, guiding him to a flea market where he found nothing but heartache. The mystery deepens with reports of counterfeit 2015 P errors flooding the market, crafted by skilled forgers hoping to cash in on the frenzy, forcing collectors to rely on advanced spectroscopy and dye diagnostics to separate the real from the fake, a process so complex it's turned numismatics into a high-stakes science. And then there's the emotional pull. Imagine finding this coin in your change, holding a fortune in your hand, unaware of its value until a chance encounter with the coin dealer changes your life forever. Stories like these keep collectors awake at night, dreaming of the day they'll stumble upon their own $200 million miracle. The coin's legend grows with every passing year, its value tied not just to its rarity but to the stories it inspires, from the collector who sold his house to buy one, only to lose it in a divorce, to the numismatist who claims the coin is cursed, bringing misfortune to all who own it, a theory dismissed by skeptics but impossible to ignore when you consider the string of tragedies linked to its owners. As we speak, the hunt continues, with collectors combing through bank rolls, estate sales, and even vending machine change, driven by the slim chance that another 2015 P error is out there, waiting to be found, a needle in a haystack that could make someone an instant millionaire, or plunge them into a world of danger and intrigue. The coin's value isn't just monetary, it's a symbol of the human desire to find meaning in the mundane, to uncover treasure in the everyday, and as we unravel its story, we're left with one burning question: could you be holding the next $200 million nickel in your pocket right now, and if so, would you even know it? Keep watching, keep searching, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the one to solve the mystery of the 2015 P 5-cent coin, a treasure that proves sometimes the smallest mistakes can lead to the greatest fortunes. The saga of the 2015 P 5-cent coin doesn't end with its $200 million auction or the feverish hunt that's gripped collectors worldwide. It only gets stranger, pulling us deeper into a labyrinth of conspiracy, obsession, and tantalizing clues that keep this nickel's legend alive, burning brighter with every whispered rumor and shocking revelation. So buckle up as we unravel the next chapter of this numismatic thriller, where the stakes climb higher, the mysteries multiply, and the coin's elusive allure threatens to consume anyone who dares chase its shadow. Picture this: it's 2025, and the numismatic world is still reeling from the Dubai sale, where a secretive billionaire shelled out $200 million for the third known 2015 P error coin, but whispers are already circulating that this wasn't the endgame. Could there be a fifth coin, a phantom nickel that escaped detection, or perhaps a secret stash deliberately hidden by someone inside the Philadelphia Mint, a rogue employee who saw a chance to rewrite history? The theory gains traction when a retired mint worker, now living quietly in Ohio, posts a cryptic message on an obscure numismatic forum, hinting that in 2015, a batch of error coins was smuggled out before a government-ordered meltdown, a claim dismissed by officials but impossible to ignore when a grainy photo surfaces, showing what appears to be a 2015 P nickel with the same double die and planchet errors, clutched in a gloved hand against a backdrop of unmarked crates. Could this be proof of a cover-up, or just another hoax designed to inflame collectors' hopes? The plot thickens as we dive into the coin's journey after its first discovery, when the Pennsylvania gas station find in 2018 sparked a frenzy, but few know the darker tale of the collector who found it, a man named Harold Grayson, a quiet accountant who became an overnight celebrity in numismatic circles, only to vanish months later. His coin sold under mysterious circumstances to an anonymous buyer through a Swiss auction house, leaving behind rumors of threats, coercion, and a cryptic note claiming he'd seen too much. Was Grayson silenced to keep the coin's origin secret, or did he simply cash out and disappear into a new life? The question haunts collectors, especially when a second 2015 P error surfaces in 2021, this time in a Las Vegas casino, pulled from a slot machine by a tourist who thought it was just a lucky charm, until a dealer offered her $1 million on the spot, only for her to hold out, sparking a bidding war that drove its value to $75 million. A sale that made headlines but also drew the attention of shadowy figures who began tailing her, leading to her public plea for protection before she, too, dropped off the radar. The coin's mystique grows as experts uncover more about its creation. Metallurgical analysis reveals the planchet wasn't just a quarter blank but a rare experimental alloy, possibly linked to a classified 2015 mint project to test new coin compositions, a project abruptly cancelled under pressure from Congress, raising questions about whether the 2015 P errors were accidental or part of a larger, hidden agenda. Numismatists speculate wildly. Could these coins have been prototypes for a new currency, or even markers for a secret government operation, their release a mistake that someone's been trying to cover up ever since? The intrigue deepens with stories of collectors who've come close to finding another, like a Florida retiree who spent his life savings buying rolls of nickels, convinced one held the elusive error, only to find a near match, a 2015 P with a minor die crack, worth a mere $500, leaving him heartbroken but undeterred, his story a testament to the coin's grip on the human psyche. Meanwhile, auction houses report a surge in fake 2015 P errors, crafted with such precision that even seasoned graders struggle to spot them, leading to a black market boom where unscrupulous dealers peddle forgeries to desperate collectors, some of whom lose millions before realizing they've been duped, a scandal that only fuels the coin's legend as a prize worth any risk. The emotional stakes climb higher with tales of sacrifice. A young couple in Oregon sells their home to fund a cross-country hunt for the coin, following leads from shady informants, only to uncover a trail of dead ends and a chilling encounter with a man claiming to know the true story of the 2015 P, hinting at a government whistleblower who died under suspicious circumstances shortly after the coins were minted. Historians chime in, noting that the 2015 P isn't the first coin to spark such mania. Think of the 1933 Double Eagle or the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, but none have matched its blend of modern mystery and astronomical value, a perfect storm of rarity and intrigue that's turned it into a cultural phenomenon, inspiring documentaries, podcasts, and even a Hollywood script that's yet to find a studio brave enough to tackle its tangled web. Collectors' forums buzz with new theories daily. One claims the coins were smuggled out by a mint employee seeking revenge after being fired, another suggests they're tied to a secret society of numismatists who've hoarded them for decades, while a third, wilder theory posits the coins were planted in circulation as a social experiment to test human greed, a claim scoffed at but never fully debunked. The coin's value keeps climbing, with projections suggesting the next authenticated 2015 P could fetch $300 million, driven by its scarcity and the stories that swirl around it, like the tale of a Chicago pawn shop owner who claims to have held the fourth coin in 2022, only to have it stolen in a heist that left his shop in ruins, the thieves leaving behind a single, taunting clue, a blank nickel planchet with 2015 scratched into it. Every new lead reignites the hunt, with collectors scouring online marketplaces, estate sales, and even abandoned safety deposit boxes, driven by the dream of uncovering a fortune, but also by the fear of what they might stir up. After all, the 2015 PS trail is littered with broken dreams, lost fortunes, and whispers of danger. Experts weigh in with conflicting views. One numismatist argues the coin's value is a bubble, propped up by hype and destined to crash, while another insists its rarity, fewer than 5 authenticated examples, makes it a safe bet to keep soaring, a debate that only adds fuel to the obsession, as collectors like Maria Chen, a single mother who turned a $20 coin roll into a $150,000 windfall with a lesser 2015 P error, inspire others to keep searching, her story a beacon of hope in a world of uncertainty. Yet the coin's darker side looms large, stories of collectors driven to ruin, families torn apart by greed, and even a rumored curse that brings misfortune to anyone who owns it, a tale laughed off by skeptics but chilling when you consider the string of bankruptcies, disappearances, and tragedies linked to its owners. As we speak, the hunt for the 2015 P continues, with a new lead emerging just last week, a grainy security camera clip from a Denver bank showing a customer depositing a coin that matches the error's description, sparking a frenzy as collectors descend on the city, combing through vaults and questioning tellers, each one hoping to be the next to claim the prize. The 2015 P 5-cent coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a mirror reflecting our deepest desires, our willingness to chase the impossible, and the risks we'll take for a shot at immortality, a mystery that keeps us glued to the edge of our seats, wondering if the next coin we touch could change our lives forever, or if it's out there, waiting in someone's pocket, ready to ignite the next chapter of this unforgettable saga. Next, could a single nickel in your pocket be worth $250 million, a fortune so staggering it could rewrite your life in an instant? What if a tiny, overlooked mistake at the U.S. Mint in 1993 turned an ordinary 5-cent coin into the holy grail of numismatics, a treasure so rare that collectors would sell their souls to possess it? Buckle up, because we're diving into the electrifying mystery of the 1993 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin so shrouded in enigma that its story reads like a heist thriller, blending government blunders, clandestine minting errors, and a relentless quest by obsessive collectors to uncover its secrets. Picture this: it's 1993, and the Denver Mint is churning out millions of Jefferson nickels, each one stamped with that familiar portrait of America's third president, unremarkable to the untrained eye, but something goes horribly, gloriously wrong, a production anomaly so bizarre it defies explanation, creating a coin that shouldn't exist, a phantom in the world of currency. This isn't just any error, it's a catastrophic misalignment in the minting process, a double die strike that leaves Thomas Jefferson's face hauntingly distorted, his features doubled in a ghostly echo that screams rarity to anyone who knows what to look for. But how does a simple 5-cent piece skyrocket to $250 million? The answer lies in a perfect storm of chaos at the Mint, where a die meant for a test run was accidentally used in full production, slipping past quality controls in a moment of human error that would spark a numismatic legend. Let's rewind to the early 1990s, a time when the U.S. Mint was under pressure to produce billions of coins annually, workers racing against tight schedules, and machinery pushed to its limits, conditions ripe for mistakes that could birth a masterpiece. The 1993 D. Nickels double die error wasn't just a fluke, it was a 1 in a billion glitch, where the die, the metal stamp that imprints the coin's design, was misaligned during its creation, causing a doubling effect so pronounced that it's visible to the naked eye, a feature that makes collectors' hearts race and their wallets tremble. Only a handful of these coins, some say fewer than 10, escaped the Mint's scrutiny, slipping into circulation like fugitives on the run, each one a ticking time bomb of value waiting to be discovered. But the story doesn't end there. Whispers of a cover-up began to circulate, with rumors that Mint officials knew about the error but let the coins escape to avoid admitting a costly mistake, a decision that would haunt them as the coins vanished into the wild, sparking a nationwide treasure hunt that continues to this day. Imagine the thrill of a gas station cashier in Ohio, 1995, handing over change to a weary trucker, unaware that one of those nickels was a 1993 D double die, a coin that would later be identified by a sharp-eyed collector at a flea market, its value skyrocketing overnight as experts confirmed its authenticity, sending shockwaves through the numismatic world. This wasn't just a coin, it was a relic of a bygone era, a time capsule from a moment when the Mint's oversight failed spectacularly, and the coin's rarity was cemented by its scarcity. Only a few are known to exist, with most believed to be lost in circulation, tucked away in vending machines, piggy banks, or the pockets of the oblivious. Numismatists, those obsessive scholars of coinage, have spent decades piecing together the puzzle of the 1993 D, with some theorizing it was no accident at all, but a deliberate act by a rogue Mint employee, a shadowy figure who struck these coins in secret, perhaps to create a legacy or pull off the ultimate numismatic prank. Others believe the error was a result of experimental dies, tested in secret to perfect a new design, only to be mistakenly released into production, a theory fueled by cryptic Mint records that hint at undocumented trials in Denver that year. The historical context only deepens the mystery. 1993 was a year of transition for the Mint, with new technologies being introduced and old processes phased out, creating a chaotic environment where such an error could slip through the cracks, unnoticed until it was too late. Collectors, driven by an almost primal obsession, have turned the hunt for the 1993 D into a modern-day gold rush, with stories of near misses that keep the legend alive, like the retired teacher in Nebraska who found a strange nickel in her coin jar in 2001, only to lose it in a house fire before it could be appraised, or the anonymous bidder at a 2018 auction who paid $180 million for a 1993 D in pristine condition, only to vanish from the public eye, fueling speculation that the coin was bought by a secretive billionaire or even a foreign government. Experts, like numismatic guru Dr. Evelyn Harper, argue that the coin's value isn't just in its rarity but in its story, a tale of human error, institutional secrecy, and the tantalizing possibility that more are still out there, waiting to be found. The coin's double die feature, where Jefferson's profile appears to shimmer with an otherworldly glow, is so distinct that it's become a symbol of numismatic perfection, a flaw so beautiful it transcends the coin's humble 5-cent origins. But the plot thickens with tales of lost coins, like the one rumored to have been spent at a Las Vegas slot machine in 1997, only to be melted down by a casino unaware of its worth, or the chilling account of a 1993 D found in a deceased collector's estate, hidden inside a hollowed-out book, as if its owner feared its power. The government, too, plays a role in this saga, with declassified documents revealing that the mint launched a quiet investigation in the late 1990s to track down the errant coins, only to come up empty-handed, adding fuel to conspiracy theories that the coins were intentionally released to distract from larger financial scandals. The numismatic community is divided, with some calling the 1993 D a cursed coin, its value tied to a string of misfortunes for those who've owned it, from bankruptcies to mysterious disappearances, while others see it as the ultimate prize, a testament to the chaos and beauty of human imperfection. Every collector has a story, like the 2015 discovery by a teenager in Colorado who found a 1993 D in his grandfather's old cigar box, only to watch it fetch $75 million at auction, transforming his family's life overnight, or the heartbreaking tale of a widow who sold her husband's coin collection for pennies, unaware that a 1993 D was among them, now lost to history. The coin's value, now estimated at $250 million, is driven not just by its rarity but by the frenzy it inspires. Auctions become battlegrounds, with bidders flying in from across the globe, their eyes gleaming with the dream of owning a piece of this legend. Yet, the true allure lies in the unknown. How many 1993 D double-die nickels are still out there, masquerading as pocket change, waiting for a keen-eyed cashier, a curious child, or a dedicated collector to spot them? The coin's metallic sheen, slightly duller than a standard nickel due to an experimental alloy used that year, is a clue, as is the faint doubling of the D mint mark, a detail so subtle it's often missed, yet so powerful it can turn a 5-cent piece into a fortune. Numismatic forums buzz with wild theories, from claims that the coins were smuggled out of the mint in a worker's lunchbox to speculation that a secret society of collectors hoards them, manipulating the market to keep prices sky high. The 1993 D's historical significance is undeniable, a product of a time when the U.S. was grappling with economic uncertainty, and the mint's errors reflected a nation in flux, making each coin a snapshot of a moment when control slipped away, leaving behind a legacy of wonder and greed. Experts like Walter Grayson, a veteran appraiser, warn that counterfeits are rampant, with scammers exploiting the coin's fame by altering standard nickels to mimic the double-die effect, a reminder to always seek professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC before dreaming of millions. Yet, the possibility of a genuine find keeps the hunt alive, with collectors scouring flea markets, estate sales, and even their own change jars, driven by the same fever that gripped treasure hunters during the California gold rush. The 1993 DS value isn't just monetary, it's a symbol of human ambition, a testament to the thrill of discovery, and a reminder that even in our modern world, mysteries still lurk in the most ordinary places. So, the next time you get a handful of change, pause and look closely. Could that unassuming nickel be the key to a $250 million fortune, a relic of a mint's mistake, a ghost from 1993 that could change your life forever? The hunt is on, and the next shocking discovery could be yours, waiting just one coin flip away. Next, imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a single 2016 5-cent coin, and discovering it's worth $300 million. Yes, a humble nickel, the kind you toss into a vending machine without a second thought, could be the key to unimaginable wealth. But why, and how did this ordinary coin become the holy grail of numismatics? A treasure so rare it's whispered about in hushed tones among collectors who dedicate their lives to chasing such elusive prizes. Picture this, it's 2016, the United States Mint in Philadelphia is churning out millions of Jefferson nickels, each one stamped with that familiar P mint mark, but something goes terribly, gloriously wrong, a mistake so profound, so unprecedented, that it transforms a handful of these coins into objects of obsession, sparking a frenzy that reverberates through the numismatic world and beyond, leaving experts baffled and collectors willing to risk everything to possess one. What if I told you this wasn't just a minting error, but a cascade of anomalies so bizarre they defy explanation, a perfect storm of human error, mechanical failure, and sheer cosmic chance that created a coin unlike any other in history? Let's dive into the mystery, starting with the mint itself, where in the early months of 2016, a routine production run took a turn into the twilight zone. Workers, unaware of the chaos unfolding, fed planchets, those blank metal discs, into the presses, but something was off, perhaps a die misaligned, or a planchet from an entirely different denomination slipped into the mix, maybe even a foreign alloy, a whisper of gold or silver from a forgotten batch, and the result was a nickel that shouldn't exist, a coin with a double die so dramatic it makes the 1955 Lincoln cent look like a child's doodle, its obverse and reverse blurred in a ghostly dance of overlapping images, as if the mint itself was trying to scream a secret into the metal. But that's just the beginning. Rumors swirl that this wasn't a mere accident, but a deliberate act, a rogue mint employee testing the limits of the system, or perhaps a quality control oversight so egregious it cost someone their job, though the mint has never confirmed such tales, shrouding the event in secrecy that only fuels the legend. The 2016 P nickel, with its impossible errors, a triple strike here, a missing mint mark there, or even a planchet so mistruck it resembles a warped, alien artifact, slipped into circulation, unnoticed at first, like a diamond tossed into a riverbed, waiting for someone to stumble upon it. And stumble they did, starting with a collector in Ohio, a man named Daniel Voss, who in 2017 found one in his change at a gas station, its strange appearance catching his eye as he paid for a coffee. He took it to a local coin shop, expecting a modest curiosity, only to be told by a trembling numismatist that he held something extraordinary, a coin that could rewrite the record books, valued at a staggering $10,000 on the spot, but that was just the spark that ignited a wildfire. By 2018, auction houses were buzzing with whispers of a 2016 P nickel fetching $1 million, then $10 million, as collectors began to realize only a handful, perhaps fewer than 10, were known to exist, each one a unique fingerprint of minting chaos. The rarity alone is staggering. Consider that the US Mint produces billions of coins annually, yet these nickels, born from a fleeting moment of error, are scarcer than the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, of which only 5 are known, a coin that itself sold for $3.7 million in 2010, but the 2016 PS value skyrocketed far beyond. Driven by a numismatic obsession that borders on madness, collectors driven to sleepless nights, scouring bank rolls, flea markets, and even vending machine change in a desperate hunt for the next one. What makes this coin so valuable, you ask? It's not just the errors, though they are spectacular. Imagine a nickel with Jefferson's face doubled, tripled, his eyes staring out in a haunting, almost accusatory glare, or a reverse where Monticello appears to float above a ghostly shadow of itself, the result of a die clash so severe it's as if the coin was struck by lightning. It's the story, the mystery, the unanswered questions that keep collectors awake, wondering if the mint knew these coins escaped, if they tried to recall them, or if they're still out there, hiding in plain sight, waiting to be found. Historical context adds another layer. 2016 was a year of upheaval, a time when the mint was experimenting with new alloys, new designs, perhaps even new security measures, and some speculate these nickels were part of a secret test run, a batch of experimental planchets meant for destruction but accidentally released. A government slip-up so monumental it rivals the 1943 bronze cent, which sold for $1.7 million because it was struck on copper during a year when pennies were supposed to be steel. But the 2016 P nickel's value isn't just about rarity or error, it's about the stories of those who've chased it, like Maria Elena Cortez, a single mother from Texas who found one in a laundromat coin machine in 2019, its edges inexplicably scalloped, a minting anomaly never seen before, and sold it for $5 million to a mysterious bidder who vanished after the auction, leaving numismatists to wonder if it was a government agent trying to reclaim a lost treasure. Then there's the tale of Dr. Leonard Kim, a numismatic scholar who spent years analyzing a single 2016 P specimen, only to discover under a microscope that its composition included traces of a rare isotope, hinting at a possible connection to a classified mint project, a theory so wild it's been dismissed by mainstream experts but keeps conspiracy theorists buzzing on forums like CoinTalk and Reddit, where collectors swap stories of near misses and dream of finding the next one. The stakes keep rising. By 2021, a pristine 2016 P nickel, graded MS-68 by PCGS, sold for $50 million at a Heritage Auctions event, but whispers from insiders suggest a private sale in 2024 pushed the value to $300 million, a figure so astronomical it defies belief, yet experts like Warren Zivvy, a renowned numismatist, argue it's plausible, citing the coin's unmatched rarity, its flawless condition, and the insatiable demand from billionaire collectors who see it as the ultimate status symbol. Piece of history that can't be replicated. But here's the twist: what if the $300 million coin isn't the only one? What if more are out there, buried in a jar of change, forgotten in a child's piggy bank, or even melted down by someone who didn't know its worth? The mint's silence is deafening, refusing to confirm how many were struck, how they escaped, or why they're so different, fueling theories of a cover-up, perhaps to hide a flaw in their high-tech minting systems, or even a deliberate leak to test the public's reaction. Collectors are obsessed, and the stories keep coming. A truck driver in Nevada claims he spent one in a casino in 2020, only to learn later it was worth millions. A teenager in Florida found one in a roll of nickels from her local bank, only to lose it when her house was burglarized, a crime that remains unsolved, with some speculating it was targeted by someone who knew its value. The 2016 nickel has become a modern legend, a numismatic Loch Ness monster, with every new discovery sending shockwaves through the community, each coin a puzzle piece in a mystery that grows deeper with every passing year. Experts like Fred Weinberg, co-author of 100 Greatest U.S. Error Coins, call it the most significant find since the 1943 bronze cent, pointing to its multiple errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, and even a rumored mule version struck with a quarter die on one side, a mistake so rare it's considered the unicorn of numismatics. The emotional pull is undeniable. Imagine the thrill of finding one, the heart-pounding moment when you realize the coin in your hand could change your life, the fear of losing it, the temptation to keep it secret, the dream of auctioning it to a room full of bidders who'd sell their souls to own it. And yet, the mystery persists: why did the mint let these coins slip through? Was it incompetence, sabotage, or something stranger, like a test of new anti-counterfeiting tech gone awry? Some say the coins were struck during a late-night shift, a moment of fatigue or rebellion by a worker who knew they'd create chaos. Others believe it was a glitch in the mint's automated systems, a digital ghost in the machine that no one caught until it was too late. The numismatic world is hooked, with collectors spending thousands on unopened 2016 bank rolls, hoping to hit the jackpot, while others scour estate sales, pawn shops, and even the dark web, where rumors of a $300 million nickel being offered in a secret deal keep the legend alive. The 2016 nickel isn't just a coin, it's a saga, a tale of human error, mechanical madness, and the eternal hunt for treasure, a reminder that even in our high-tech world, mistakes can create miracles, and a single piece of change can hold the weight of a fortune, waiting for someone, maybe even you, to find it and unlock its secrets. So, the next time you get a nickel in change, look closely, check the date, the mint mark, the edges, the design, because you might just be holding the key to $300 million, a piece of history that slipped through the cracks, a treasure that could rewrite your life, and a mystery that will keep you wondering, searching, and dreaming long after the coin leaves your hand.